delighted to have Dr. Muftooh-ur-Rehman with us. He is the head of Department of Mechanical Engineering, CECOS University of IT and Emerging Sciences, and he is an eminent mechanical engineer. Thank you very much for spending time with us, Dr. Saab. We will be asking you questions about what does it take to be a successful mechanical engineer in Pakistan. You have an exceptional career in mechanical engineering. Please tell us a little bit about your journey.
Okay, so after finishing my BSc, I was thinking that what I'm supposed to do. But the thing is, I was more inclined towards opening things up, looking into the design of things, and I was quite curious as well. But I had that slight sort of creativity in me as well. So curiosity and creativity, so that actually took me to engineering in general. And then when I started looking into engineering, obviously there were several fields, but I selected mechanical. The reason was mechanical is one of the most interesting and one of the most difficult fields in engineering as well, where we have moving components, and we are supposed to design and make a needle and an air shuttle as well. So I started my BSc mechanical engineering, where I designed several things. I got a patent there as well, and then I moved on to my master's, where I worked on Tarbela Dam Reservoir and how to increase the life of Tarbela Dam Reservoir, which was quite a successful story as well. I wrote a book on the same subject as well. Then I went on, I designed and created different sort of wind turbines, micro hydro power plants, equipment for the industry. So it was always fun. So before actually coming into engineering, I used to play a lot of video games because those things used to challenge me. But after coming into engineering, this was the challenge and this was the fun. That there's a real world problem and I had to solve that real world problem, and there's nothing more exciting than actually solving a real world problem. So that was a lot of fun. And then I went to the Middle East. I worked there for some time as well, where I worked on these phase change materials, so we can actually harness the energy of the sun and for renewable energy. And then I went to the UK for my doctorate. I worked with Boeing there. So I developed a new manufacturing process for Boeing. So I designed the equipment for the process as well. I designed the process as well, and then several tests and stuff. And after that, I started working with KUKA Robots and Siemens Energy and these sort of companies. So like the Forbes 500. And then I came to CECOS with all that experience. And now I'm here. We are developing amazing technologies here, which are useful for Pakistan and which are useful for the rest of the world as well. So that's basically my journey, and throughout this journey, I did get some academic honors as well, and with that, I got the honor to be a chartered engineer by the IMechE UK as well, and the title of professional engineer by PC Pakistan.
Wow, mashallah, mashallah, that's wonderful. And I was just noticing that you have had international exposure. You have been working with the corporate sector as well. So tell us a little bit about what's next for you as a mechanical engineer in your career.
Okay, so now because I'm developing these new sort of technologies, and as I said, that those technologies are not only applicable in Pakistan, but also applicable, say, in developed countries like the UK and US. So what we at CECOS here, what we are doing now is that we are developing these technologies, and we are actually in contact with all those Forbes 500 companies and these sort of, Fortune 500 companies. And we now, the next plan is to commercialize these technologies and implement these technologies into those industries. So it's not, we will actually take our name with us, the name of the CECOS and the name of Pakistan, that these high-tech technologies which are now implemented in the aerospace sector of the world have been developed in Pakistan. So that's the next aim.
That's a huge pride for us indeed. What are the barriers of becoming a successful mechanical engineer in Pakistan today?
I won't say there are any such barriers. The only thing is you need hard work, you need a positive attitude, and you need persistence. So if you have all these skills, you will pass whatever the barriers are, because mechanical engineering is a skill, it's a design skill. So if you have this design skill, which we call hunar, engineering basically is an hunar, and mechanical engineering is exactly a hunar, so it's a skill. So if you have this skill, there are no barriers for you. But the thing is, you need to acquire that particular design knowledge, and you need to be excellent in mathematics and physics and these sort of things. So once you are done with that, and you have like this creativity inside you where you want to develop new products, new solutions, and you want to work for the betterment of the society, so then there won't be any barriers for you.
So you talked about hard work and persistence, and of course some very key skills like mathematics and physics. So let's say someone has acquired these skills. What is the reward that he or she has at the end for him or her?
Okay, so again, it depends on your personality. The biggest reward for me is like overcoming the challenge. Like whenever there's a problem, right? So you need to overcome it.
Yeah.
So once you overcome that problem, you like I feel quite
Motivated,
happy internally and
yeah.
motivated internally. So that's the best thing. I cannot like wake up in the morning and just be there. To be there, I need to do something for the society, for myself, and like so. This is like at the top of the list for me. But even apart from that, you can travel around the world. Like I've traveled around the world being a mechanical engineer. So even say, for example, if you work in say any company, Schlumberger or any other company, so obviously they'll send you for trainings and these sort of things. Even if you're working for a government institution or defense institution in Pakistan, they will be sending you around different countries as well. If you're working in a nuclear power plant, again, same is the case. And I traveled like throughout the world, starting like from the Far East up to US, Europe. So like that's another perk. And with that perk, obviously the biggest thing which comes in is a paycheck. It's a good paycheck. Yeah. Okay, now that paycheck is not that much at the start, right? But once you start growing, you would be amazed. Like your salary would start doubling, and so like that's a big thing. And I know some mechanical engineers, I won't say like myself, but I know some mechanical engineers who are earning around 8 to 10 lakh Pakistani rupees per month. Yeah. So yeah, that's there as well. And obviously like a stature of an engineer in the society, and then stature of a mechanical engineer, because people know that mechanical engineering is one of the hardest fields, not just in engineering, but overall like is one of the hardest fields, because we deal with rotating components which are pretty hard to design, and materials and these sort of things. So yes, so you'll have like all of these perks.
Excellent, excellent. And I think here is a very key lesson for our viewers, that if you are talented and if you are an expert in your field, then people all around the world will be calling you and will be taking your advice. Dr. Saab, my next question to you is that if I am someone who has just recently finished the FSC or A-levels with the relevant subjects, why should I opt for mechanical engineering? What is the importance of mechanical engineering, and what are the different kinds of skills that are required for this field?
Okay, so first of all, you should definitely go for mechanical engineering. The reason is you will not find a single place in the world where you will not find any mechanical equipment. So for example, if you're looking at me through your computer, through your laptop, so all the mechanical engineering is in your laptop and in your PC. And obviously like there would be a fan running over you which would be designed and manufactured by a mechanical engineer, and an air conditioner in your house, and a car and a bus and a plane, and like even choti si sui jo aapke ghar mein padi hui hogi, right? So obviously like you should definitely become a mechanical engineer because of all these reasons. And the other reason like in Pakistan is that we have like so many problems, and we generally like complain about those problems, but the thing is these problems are not actually problems, they're opportunity for our young ones. So because like they can solve these technical problems, these professional problems, they can overcome them, and they can not only help the society but also generate a lot of value, and so earn money for themselves and for their families. So that's why they should definitely become a mechanical engineer after their FA and FSC. The second question I think was about the skills. Okay, so the skills which you need to have is you need to be good in mathematics and you need to be good in physics. And apart from that, because we mechanical engineers are not only technical people, but we also deal with the public a lot. So in any factory, if you go to any factory, you'd see that the manager is a mechanical engineer. So you need to have good communication skills as well, which obviously like we work on those things when you come in. And you need to have good project management skills as well. You need to have good verbal and written communication skills, and then we teach you something about the new softwares and new sort of things as well. So you can make like these 3D models, fancy 3D models and stuff. You can design like racing cars and aeroplanes and things like that. So
that's really exciting stuff indeed. Yeah. Definitely. On top of that, problem solving skills are also important for mechanical engineers.
Oh, yes.
They need to have analytical skills, so that they are able to analyze a problem effectively and then propose solutions, and propose multiple solutions and choose the most optimum solution out of that. So I think problem solving and analytical skills are also very important for a young mechanical engineer. So Dr. Saab, let's assume that I am enrolled in a mechanical engineering degree program, be it an undergrad program or a postgraduate program. What are some of the habits and practices that will enable me to effectively finish my degree?
Okay, so I would take it a bit further. Mechanical engineering is not just a degree, but it's a skill set which you need to have of design and manufacturing and like these sort of things. So you need to have that skill set which I said like hunar. तो आपको ये हुनर जो है तो degree के साथ आपको आना चाहिए. अच्छा, okay, so to learn this particular skill set and what are the habits, the first thing is the positive attitude. Positive attitude towards everything. As I said, if you look at a problem, you shouldn't see a problem, you should see an opportunity, right? So like that's the first thing which you should have. Okay, so the second thing should be that it should be fun for you to solve these problems, right? You shouldn't be forced into it. It should be like कोई भी आप मसला देखते हो, कोई चीज़ देखते हो, तो आपको मजा आए आप उसको हल करो. Exactly, you shouldn't be stressed that you are solving this problem. You should be actually enjoying it. It's just like playing a game of Counter-Strike or PUBG or something, right? So आपको challenge को पार करने में आपको जो है तो मजा जो है आपको है. अच्छा, okay. With that, like obviously we deal with mathematics a lot. Like it's all fancy and stuff. Like whenever we are doing a computational fluid dynamic analysis over a GF17 Thunder, it looks pretty. वो सारे रंग, सारी चीजें, सब कुछ है बहुत ज़बरदस्त लगता है. उसके पीछे mathematics काफ़ी ज़्यादा जो है वो चल रही होती है. तो ये सारी की सारी चीजें. But like even that is not enough. With that you should know how to communicate all these results. अगर आपने किसी GF17 Thunder का कोई CFD का highly technical analysis कर भी लिया है, तो जंगल में मोर नाचा किसने देखा? You should be able to communicate yourself through your speech, through your write-up, through your graphs, through different sort of things. So इसी तरह से फिर आपने अपने जो भी अपने solutions हैं, you need to present them to the industry as well, and you have to convince the industry that your solutions are better compared to what they are importing from outside. So these sort of skill sets you need in a mechanical engineering. That's what we try to develop in our students at the mechanical engineering department here at CECOS as well.
Very well said, sir. Very well said. Okay, so if you were to give your 20-year-old self some advice, what would that advice be?
The first advice would be to stick to mechanical engineering. It's really famous all around the world and there are a lot of jobs, so definitely do that. And like I would advise myself to work on way more projects, like so you can get like practical experience, projects of design, exactly. So you get like hands-on experience with the designing. So it's like whatever you're studying in the book, it's equally applicable in the industry and in real life, but you need to practice it more. So that would be my second advice, and my third advice would be to work on projects even if they're not paying you that much at the start, because later on what you're going to do is you're going to develop your CV, and because of those projects you would get pretty high pays later on. So that's like you, at the start I need to learn more, and then like I can pace up my career, and obviously like keep a side hustle. Whatever problem you're solving for the society, take it I would have loved to like take that project as an entrepreneurial project, and I would have loved to say work on the same project for the last 10 years. I would have commercialized it, and it would have made me a lot of money. It would have made me rich actually.
Well said, sir. Thank you. Well, thank you very much, Dr. Saab, for giving us your time.
Thank you for the invitation.
I think anyone opting for mechanical engineering would find this discussion very important.
Hopefully.
Even if someone is taking or undertaking a degree in mechanical engineering, the things you talked about with regards to the prospects of mechanical engineering were very useful. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Please like, share and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos on career planning and development. Thank you.